Welcome back, everybody, to Net Talk 757, and today we're with Rowan Ennis, a junior out of First Colonial High School in Virginia Beach, and we're with her today because she's sort of unique. She is the first female volleyball player in the 757 to decide to go out west being the whole way west to California, to play volleyball. And so we're excited to have her on the show today, and she's going to discuss a little bit about the process of making that decision and why she decided to go so far away from home and all that kind of stuff. So welcome, Rowan. Thanks for being on the show. First of all, tell everyone where you're going and what part of the state it's in.
Well, I'm going to UC Santa Barbara, which is in California, southern, middle-ish California.
Okay, and how did you get acquainted with UC Santa Barbara? How did that all come about?
Well, like I did with all the other schools, I send out emails and where I'm playing, and they came to our tournament in Florida, AAUs, and they reached out to my coaches, and then I called them, and we talked and everything like that, and made a trip out to California.
Good. So you were part of the process, obviously. You were talking with them and getting emails back and forth and that type of stuff. So very good. So, California. Now, I have to admit, I have been out to California, but it's all been in Northern California, which is totally different. Mm-hmm. So, I'm thinking UC Santa Barbara, California. Let me think. And I got to go back to my childhood, and I got to relate it to some shows I used to see. Okay? So when I think of UC Santa Barbara, the first thing I think of is maybe Hawaii 5-0.
Different state.
Oh, different state. So yeah, that's not going to work. So I can't use Hawaii 5-0. How about Miami Vice?
Wrong state too.
Wrong state too. Well, the only thing I can think of from my childhood growing up that would be anything related to California would be Lost Boys. Have you ever seen the Lost Boys?
I don't think I'm not.
Oh, Rowan, you got to rent the Lost Boys. You're going to get to see a lot of concerts with the Lost Boys. Might be strange concerts. Do you like the saxophone? Okay. Well, when you watch this Net Talk episode, you may get to hear it because maybe Keith will put in some Lost Boys soundtrack for us so that we can relate to maybe what Santa Barbara is going to be like. So give me a little bit of insight as to what the school's like and what the area's like and that type of thing.
Okay, well, Santa Barbara, it's on the beach. It's, I think, the only college with its own beach. So,
Wow.
I mean, that's definitely a nice
Do you
perk
tan well?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you're going to need...
I'm not a burner.
Oh, good. So you won't have to spend millions of dollars in sunscreen. Just maybe a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what else about the school that you liked?
I liked how it wasn't huge. I visited some schools that were really big, and then some really small ones, and it's just a nice
fit.
Medium.
Nice fit.
Yeah.
Very good. Do you have any concerns at all about? I mean, obviously, California's a long way away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any concerns at all about going that far, or do your parents have concerns about that, or?
I mean, we talked about it, and the way I look at it is, wherever I would go, I would not see my family until Christmas break and Thanksgiving, so it'd be the same in California-wise. So I don't know. That's the way that.
So your parents. Did they have any concerns with you being that far away, or?
I'm sure they do. It is far away, and they probably won't be able to see a lot of games live. There's always the internet.
Right, they'll be able to see them because the school posts them on website, and you can see them through that.
So
that'll be good though. Maybe they can make a trip or two out there. Maybe your coach.
A vacation to California.
Yeah, a lot of times your coach, a lot of coaches will do this. Your junior or senior year, they'll try to find a tournament at the beginning of the season back in your end of the country. So, maybe you'll come back and play, in a William and Mary tournament or a UVA tournament or a Virginia Tech tournament where it's closer for them to come see a visit. Good. So you're a junior, obviously. And another interesting thing is you were one of the people on the First Colonial team, right, who won the state championship. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was definitely a great win. Like last year, or the previous season, we made it to the finals, but ended up losing, which sucked.
Right. Right.
So it was definitely like good to come back and like win it this time. It was a hard game. The last one, none of us expected it, but
that was good.
Yeah.
And how many sets did it take?
5.
Took 5 sets. What was the score in the 5th set?
25-23.
Woo! Nail biter.
Yeah.
So that's exciting though too, right? When it's that close, it almost feels like you had to earn it even that much more.
Yeah.
So that's sort of neat. And how's the junior season going for you so far this year?
Good. I play for you.
Right. Well, tell everyone what positions you're playing.
I play middle and right side. Libero.
Good. And what?
Libero.
And what 2 or 3 things have you been working on to better yourself for high school season next year, juniors next year, and obviously eventually college?
Well, I've been working on like my feet when I hit, so that I can turn the ball.
Turn the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, and my serve. I started jump serving, topspin. That's been working on my defense too.
Very good. Yeah, you may play 6 rotations out there, right?
Yeah.
You may put you as an outsider or right side, have to play 6 rotations, hit from the back row. So that's good. Well, thank you for showing up. Rowan Ennis, First Colonial High School, Coastal Virginia Volleyball Club, and headed to UC Santa Barbara. And your favorite Facebook page?
I don't have a Facebook.
Oh, Rowan, you're killing me. If you had a Facebook,
If I had one,
your favorite Facebook page would be?
Net Talk 7 times.
Yeah, that's right. So, with Santa Barbara, obviously a very nice school. Being out in California, a long way away. It's not like a school like in-state where they get to see you a ton, right?
Yeah.
Getting recruited out there, that takes a lot of work. Obviously, at 6'2", 6'3", with an arm that you have, right, with a nice jump, right, and your focus on volleyball, those obviously all have to be there. But there's a lot of kids who have that. So what did you do to separate yourself so that Santa Barbara would notice you and say, we want Rowan Ennis?
Well, I did email a lot of schools. I emailed them multiple times. As a junior, as a sophomore, they couldn't reply to me. So, I sometimes didn't know, if they were interested or not. So you just have to make sure to, keep sending out information, update them with, how your tournaments went, how you played, and how your team did.
Did you call them on a regular basis at all, or did you mainly go through email?
I called them. Once you establish it took me a while to get up the courage to start calling.
It's tough to
coaches.
do, right?
Yeah. But yeah, once I got familiar with them and emailed back a few times, we started calling and talking on the phone.
And you probably did a lot of your conversations, maybe at least at first, probably with the assistant coach, correct?
Yeah.
And then it maybe transfers more to the head coach once they know that you're really interested in them, and once they decide they're really interested in you. At what point did you take a visit out there?
I went over in the summer. I originally was going to another camp for another school out in California, and one of the coaches here, I want to say people's
Yeah,
names.
sure.
Will Stein, he called me up and was like, you're going to go visit Santa Barbara. We're going to put you on a train and you're going to go visit because they're really interested. So I was like, okay. And I got
So you
on
took
a
the train.
6-hour train ride. Yeah.
Right. How was that?
It was long.
Got to see some country though, right?
Yeah, it was like on the coast, like the Pacific.
And the nice thing is on a train you can like stand up and walk around and stuff, right? Now who went with you? Did you?
Oh, I went by myself.
You went by yourself,
yeah.
so that's tough too. So you did a lot of this on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think that's an important thing for everybody watching Net Talk. You know, your club obviously has somewhat of a responsibility to help you out. I think all clubs, you know, if you're involved, you know, they need to be there to help you out. But it ultimately comes down a lot of times to the player and their family and how much time and work they're willing to put in. You know, the college coach is not recruiting the club, they're recruiting the player. And so they want to hear from the player, they want to get to know the player, right? And while it's tough sometimes, eventually they got to, you know, see your maturity and see that you're capable of doing that because, you know, if you would eventually just not been willing to call them or conduct yourself in a mature way, why are they going to ship you the whole way over to California? Because they're not going to feel confident that you're going to be able to handle that. So, you know, you obviously made a great impression on them, and it's one of the reasons why they're going to, you know, go the Rowan Ennis way, right? Now, are you gonna try to take a train back and forth to Virginia every time you come back to visit?
I'm gonna drive.
Drive.
Walk, yeah.
Right. Walk. Hitchhike.
Yeah.
Hitchhike. You meet a lot of people when you hitchhike. It's not very healthy, but you do meet a lot of people. Although you're so tall that you may intimidate people. You may be able to get away with that.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like So you may be able to do that. So anyway, don't hitchhike. Right. Rules to live by. Don't hitchhike. Ride the train. Join Net Talk 757 on Facebook. Check out our YouTube page. Watch Rowan Ennis and Juniors. Watch her try to repeat next year at First Colonial High School. And keep, you know our slogan? Keep what?
Digging.
Keep digging. There you go. All right. Keep digging, everybody. We'll catch you next time.